very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Hines. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Patriots. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st down, Floyd. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they shoot it was out here. Costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
We'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good work, boy.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Target. Kill.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Yeah, baby.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Man out. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen. Pass. Watch out.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go, let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the...
It's coming, and down he goes. Kyle Duggar. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so he wants to show it all. Look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
380. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 8.
Now Wilson.
I'm coming after you.
Got some room at the 30. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Come on, QB, come on.
He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing 18. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Big stop, let's go. Check. Lucky.
There's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 14. Mike 8. Watch the run.
They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. A first down carry for Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
You don't want none, baby.
Looking to throw. Jones completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Trying to push it in with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
On first down, Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Jalen Guyton
as the first half is winding down.
And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
That's the way.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson.
You must be
He'll let it fly for Austin. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Barmore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
First down and much more here for Jones. And he gets this one down to the 24. 56 yards on the ground for him so far. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Austin's got it left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Mike, 56, right there. One left. Come on. Watch twist.
Jones. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Johnson now returning. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. And the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And his throw is incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the code.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, the deep ball has been a big factor in why they have the lead that they do. But here, this defense finally said, hey, enough's enough.
Yeah, and obviously they've had their struggles all game long. Now, this won't make up for the deficit that they already face. But it is something that they can finally feel good about.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Back north. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Check three.
Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That's going to be a long day. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Mike, watch the pass. Here we go. Yeah, Liz. Check 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half material. Now a handoff to Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Jones going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They have to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And from the 31, Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Packers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. Gets big yardage.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
You mine. My game, my game.
On the red zone now. Here's Wilson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about ending.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
On second down, here's Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Watch the pass. We got it.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's to the 10. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Danny. Mike 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A quick slant to Hill. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Runs over it, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On the set. 58 is Mike. Man, I got you. Watch.
They'll run with Henry.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Henry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
But I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it out.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion. Head on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My hunters matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look. Salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I got. You gotta play my next round. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed on her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me.
Let's get activated, let's get activated. Let's get activated, let's get activated. QB in the pocket, let it go, them bullets penetrate. When you in that field, it get real, just stay dedicated. Go.
Put me in the game, I know what to do.
Show me something.
That's another sack, cause I be running through it. I set up the play, I'ma make a move.
Audible.
It's gonna be a blitz if I run into you.
Go. When the kick off the bomb, run it back. Home. Hail Mary, pray the feds don't intercept the pack. Familiar with the struggle, look, I'm coming up from scratch. Nothing. Huddle with my pain, then I turned it to some rap.